Hello, good evening. Welcome to Your Time to Shine with your hosts, Darlene and Julie.
Your Time to Shine is a radio show designed to help you engage in your intuitive divine gifts.
All right. Who's ready to dive into their gifts tonight?
Woohoo, I am.
So, Julie and I have a really fun topic tonight that we felt would be really helpful to talk about on an energetic level with relationships. So oftentimes, we have a feeling, a knowing in our heart that it may be time to let a relationship go, to end something, or we get a sense that the other person isn't happy. So tonight we're going to talk about ways to work through that because it isn't always easy. And especially there are energetic connections we have to people. So sometimes even if we end a relationship or they end it, there's still this component, there's still something left. So we'll be talking tonight about how we can support you, some of the tools that you can use. So Julie, when you've had a relationship end, what is it that you've done for yourself to help through that?
Yeah, well, I will tell you, I am innately a person who holds their relationships very, very close. And I mean, I have lots of friends, but I have just a handful of people that are super close to me, and that I would trust with any type of information about me or my life. And like I said, I hold them really close. So for me, ending a relationship or letting go, I shouldn't say ending, I should say let go, when it's just time to let it go. It's really, really hard for me. And it takes me a really long time to get over that. I try all the things, going through my mind and saying, well, I've done everything that I can. The last time I've had a really recent one, a good friend, a very, very good friend that I tears. And this person got very upset with me over something and go into the whole situation. But basically, it had me in like 2. And so I knew it was time to let it go. So I actually did a blessing. I wasn't getting any relief from the loss of that. So I knew that there were some energetic ties still left. So I thanked them for coming into my life and what they provided for me. And, I asked that they carry on in their life and they take care of themselves. And, anything that comes to you, just, be very grateful, be joyful about it as much as you can. And you have to be able to do this. You really have to be in a space of, okay, it's over, it's done. I really need this to be done and over with, and cut those cords. The other thing is to cut etheric cords. And when I do that, I cut the cords and dissolve them. But I also ask for help from the angels. And if I know correctly, Darlene, you've done similar things for asking help with the angels to help cut cords.
Yeah, definitely. So one of my favorite tools that I use and I talk to all of my clients about is definitely calling in Archangel Michael. So he is the overall biggest archangel out there, and he helps to cut cords. And I find it useful, especially with relationships and family. So sometimes those cords are really thick, and literally thick. I've worked with other healers who have said that these cords are big and wide when it comes to family relationships, when I've tried to cut them and release them. And what happens also is, by cutting the cords, you're not, especially with family, because some people are concerned about, if they cut their cords, what would happen with their family members. You don't completely cut them away, but you release the toxicity. You release what it is that's affecting you in a way that doesn't feel good. So I call in Archangel Michael and have him cut the cords to those relationships that I feel are draining me or making me feel heavy. And that always works magic. I don't do it just once. I do it like regularly, all day long, or when I'm aware of the feeling, that sensation of heaviness, or if I'm thinking of the person. Yeah, definitely Archangel Michael that's my favorite tool to use when it comes to relationships.
Yeah, you bring up a good point about if you cut the cords, how is that going to be with the family members and everything else? And that is a big concern for a lot of people, and because you're just cutting those energies to release all of the negative energies and to let them go.
Yeah. And so also, when you're asking yourself, is this relationship a contribution to me anymore? Because we get a sense of, say someone's in our life and we get a sense of, it's almost a struggle to make plans with them, or they just don't, it doesn't light us up to think about being with them anymore. And we ask, is this person a contribution, or am I a contribution to them anymore? Because we're always evolving and changing. And sometimes that means our friendships do as well, or any kind of relationships. So rather than suffering through it, it's beautiful to look at a relationship and ask, what is the energy I'm putting into this? What is the energy I'm receiving from it? And is it a healthy relationship? And it's not always cut and dry either. So I don't want, anybody to think this is just so easy. I can look at this and cut the cords and leave and, never have to think about it again. And that's where the tools come in, as far as, Archangel Michael. And actually, you ask about contribution, and you ask if, this person could sit down and have a conversation with you. And sometimes that's the hardest part, right? Have you ever been in that situation?
Yeah, yes, definitely. I have having to sit down and it goes back to this situation I was talking about earlier. And it was really hard for me to sit down and talk to this person about it, knowing how they were going to react. And it was a lot worse than I thought, actually.
Yeah.
So, but sometimes you have to do that, and I'm still doing some healing over it. So like Darlene said, it doesn't, just because you cut the cords and you give them a blessing and you say, okay, that should be it. And, you still have to heal. You're still grieving, essentially, over the loss of a friend. You could be, but it does take some time.
Yeah, it definitely, it's, it's self-care. So if there's issues around relationship, you have to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Um, and not just staying friends or in a relationship because you're avoiding conflict.
Right. Right. Exactly.
That's really important. And you made a good point as far as healing. So, what are ways that you take care of yourself? Making sure that, you're getting enough sleep, um, whatever you do for anxiety or grief, and really look at that.
Right. Right. Yeah, definitely nourishing your body. And I love taking a bath. I mean, I love to that's my self-care is just having some time in the bath where I have time in the water. There's something about the water being cleansing that helps. So anything that you find care during those times is really important too.
Yes, definitely. Um, to to really, I can't stress enough how important that is when dealing with relationships. The self-care piece and doing whatever that is and whatever that looks like, because to let something drag on, that doesn't do either of you any good.
No, definitely not.
So we have a caller. Are you ready to take a caller?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. My ears are ringing, so there's questions. Kara in Birmingham, Alabama, you are on the air.
Hello, ladies.
Hi, Kara.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing tonight?
Good.
Good.
Good. Yeah.
How
Well, thanks for having me on the show.
you are welcome. How can Julie and I support you tonight?
I just wanted to talk to you two ladies and see what kind of energy you felt, or if anything come off of me, any type of negativity, or if you sense anything array, just in general. Nothing specific.
Do you, when you, do you have a sense that there's something?
I'm sorry. Repeat the last part.
Do you have a sense that there's something there?
Yes. I do. I do.
So, is it something? Let me see. When I ask this question, let's see, what's the first answer? So, is it someone with a message, or something you'd like to clear away from your energy field?
Something I'd like to clear away, but I have lost, my brother passed away last year. He was my best friend. And I've had my mom and dad died too in the past couple of years. So I've had a lot of deaths, but it is something that's not, I think it's not supposed to be around, something dark.
Okay. Julie, what do you? I'm getting a few different.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything like a negative energy.
Okay. Good.
I don't know. I'm not picking up anything at this time. I'm trying to figure out what it is that you are picking. I'm trying to figure out what it is you are picking up as far as why you feel a negative energy.
I'm not sure if it's the grieving or, and I have had a couple of readings from, a couple of people, and they have told me that, I had some, negative karmic energy from past karma, that yada, yada, yada. So that they've confirmed what I felt. And so I guess that kind of made me feel even worse about it,
Yeah. So, what you can do every morning when you wake up is just ask that you are in the bright light, and that this, even Archangel Michael, we were talking about him just a little bit ago. Archangel Michael, ask him to come in and clear your energy, the space that you're in, And think of when you get that sense that there's something that you'd rather not have there, just have thoughts that are more joyful, raise your vibration a little bit. But what I'm sensing is more like what you just said, that there's more of a grieving energy that you're working through.
Right.
Yeah. I'm Oh, go ahead, Darlene. I'm sorry.
And it's more of perhaps you not sure if you really want to hear them. Are you a little frightened by that idea of talking to spirit?
Oh no, I want to. No, I've always felt spirits my whole life. I mean, since I was a child. So I'm not scared of that. I'm scared of dark spirits, dark energy, but not no, I wouldn't be afraid of my relatives, no.
Yeah, I would ask them if it's them talking to you, because Julie and I, none of us are picking up anything like I don't say negative. I say heavy, like
Right.
something that makes you feel, maybe a little uncomfortable. Julie, you were going to say something?
Oh, I was just going to say that I'm picking up that you've had a similar situation like this in a past life, where you've lost family members in consecutively, and so I think you're feeling that heaviness and that loss also from another lifetime.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, that sure does, with that idea of what they've told you before about karmic energy. So it's repeating itself.
Okay.
So dive into more of what it is they're trying to say to you.
Okay, right. I will.
Asking them to give you messages, whether it's music or something that you know would be from them, just for confirmation that that's what it is. I think that will make you feel a little more at ease with what this is. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I see all three of them. They're there.
Do you now? Oh, that's neat.
Holding your hand. And they're like, we're here. It's okay. Yeah.
Oh, that makes me feel at peace. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Have a great night.
You too, ladies. Thanks so much for your time, okay?
You're welcome.
Sarah. And we have someone from Las Vegas. Mariana, welcome to Your Time to Shine.
Oh, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, sure. Our pleasure. How could we help you tonight?
I was just looking for clarity because we were looking at, we've been looking for a bit for purchasing like a RV park or mobile home or something style like that, but we're just not sure what the best area is and when is the best time for it to unfold, since we've been looking for, over a year now. I know perfect place, perfect time, but just some clarity or direction would be very helpful.
Right. That is vague when people say that. Oh, it'll happen in the perfect time. But yeah, it helps to know when you have action steps to look forward to. The first thing I would say is ask the house that's looking for you. Ask the place that would like to have you live there. Send you guides and information and messages. So you may drive by somewhere and just get this strong feeling in your gut. Oh, it's near here. So it may sound silly, but everything is an entity. Everything has an energy. So ask it. Start talking to it now and say, we're looking for you. Just give us signs as to where you are and let us know when we're getting closer.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
And I know Julie's coming up with something.
I'm thinking that probably within the next 6 months, between now now and you're going to start getting the clarity you need, and the direction that you need to go. What Darlene said is really good, because when I sold my house, the house that I was actually, I asked the house who they would like to live there. And when I did that, within just a week, I had someone coming and asking, and that happened to be the ones that bought the house. So like Darlene said, everything has energy. So talk to that energy, and see what comes up. But between now and 6 months, you are going to really find that direction.
Okay. Thank you. It gives me some hope, and I will start talking to that energy. Thank you so much.
And also, I'm getting there's a couple of pieces financially also that need to be put in order before everything. So when we create, whether it's a home or a job or a relationship, the universe helps us put pieces together. And there's something with the financial pieces that are still rearranging themselves.
Okay.
So that's part of the weight, I think.
Okay.
So when that all is together, it will be more clear.
Okay.
And when it happens, you'll know.
Yes. Well, thank you. That gives, like I said, help, even the clarity of that, and then the conversations that I will start having. I appreciate that feedback.
You are welcome. Well, good luck with that. It's always so exciting to move into a new home.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Yeah, so that's really interesting. Just talking about the energy of things. And I know the first time that someone told me about the energy and what ask what the house wants to have once you leave. It's very true. It was a really weird thing, because I could actually feel the energy of the house, and I would ask specific questions. I could feel the vibration.
Really?
So yeah, it was really great. It was really cool. And in fact, I have some really strong ties to a house that I owned before the last one, and I finally had to sit down and actually have a conversation with the house to be able to say, you were a really great house, you have a new owner now, and go into this whole conversation. And oddly enough, I felt a lot better about basically severing the ties or cutting the cords, whatever you want to say, after I had that conversation. And you may think it's really, people look at you and they're like, wow, that's just really bizarre, but
People say that to me all the time.
So yeah, it's really great to be able to do that.
And I have found offices that way when I've known that I'm looking for something new, and I'll just that word, put your feelers out. That's really what they're saying. What they mean is you put your asks out into the universe, and you are, stay aware of what's calling to you. You ask every day. It's a daily creation. Okay, office, I know you're out there. Tell me where to look. Tell me where to go. Who do I need to call? And I make sure I tell everybody that I know that I'm looking. So that way, any piece of information is ready to fall into my lap. And Craigslist was the last place I was told I was drawn to strongly. Look on Craigslist. And there it was. It was like the third listing, and it was the exact days I was looking for. The price was phenomenal, and it was right by the river, the water, which is where I love to do my healing work with clients. So
It was perfect.
and it was just a matter of, okay, I put it out there, and there it was.
Yeah.
So,
Great. Well, we're coming to the end of our show. So head on over to our Facebook page, Your Time to Shine, and also our new webpage, yourintuitivementors.com.
and over on yourintuitivementors.com, we have some free gifts for you, and you can read about Julie and I and the readings that we offer. So we look forward to hearing from you, and have a great night and a great spring. And we look forward to next week when we meet again. And we have another fun topic to share with you. So Julie, have a great night.